Do you find it difficult to wake up in the mornings and ever notice that your energy levels drop after lunch? Do you have trouble getting to sleep yet spend your day yawning? Well then, you're not alone, because many of us struggle to keep our energy levels going strong throughout the day. So today we will take a look at how we can fuel our bodies correctly to optimize our energy levels. Hey everyone, my name is Didi and I'm a registered dietitian with DidiTition.com. Before we begin, I just wanted to let you know that I've made several videos over the past while about the various nutrients that give us energy, so find links for those in the description below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button there in the bottom right corner to be the first to see my videos as they come out. Now, to start off, I want you to visualize your body as a car. Now, to make sure that your car keeps you moving from A to B, you provide it with the right fuel, be it petrol or diesel. You top up the oil when needed. You fill the tyres with air as they lose pressure. If anything breaks, you get it fixed, or else you know it will cause a bigger problem down the line. You keep the car moving to stop it from getting rusty, but you also park it and switch off the engine after a long ride to let it cool down and prevent excess wear and tear. To be fair, a car needs quite a bit of TLC. It needs the right fuel and the right treatment. Yet far too often we might actually be looking after our cars better than we look after ourselves. I mean, to keep our bodies moving from A to B, we need to fuel ourselves correctly, move regularly, rest sufficiently, and get ourselves tended to if something feels off. If we let any of these key elements of self-care become neglected, we put ourselves at risk of slowing down and crashing. It is now time to pay attention to the fuel you put into your body and the rest that you give it to keep you moving from A to B full of energy and vitality. So let's get started. What do we fuel our bodies with to keep those energy levels high? Well, the answer is simple: calories. Calories are the unit we use to describe the amount of energy that we find in foods. Calories in our diet come from the nutrients protein, carbohydrates and fat. And per gram of each of these, carbs and protein give us 4 calories per gram and fat gives us more than double, 9 calories per gram. So our bodies burn calories all day round through breathing, thinking, moving our muscles. And in simple terms, if we eat the same amount of energy or calories as we use up, then we tend to keep our weight steady. But if we eat more calories than we use up, we can actually store that energy for later use and we gain weight. Now, if we eat a little bit less than we use up, we tend to dip into our body's energy stores and we lose weight. So our bodies are very good at making sure that we will always have some energy available to us, be it from the food we eat that day or from some of the excess energy that we have stored for later use. However, studies do show that people on very low calorie diets, or for example intermittent fasting diets, may be at an increased risk of low energy levels, and this is because our bodies simply have to work a little bit harder to release that energy from our fat stores than it does to release energy from the food we eat. So to keep your energy levels up, even if you are trying to lose weight, make sure that you still get enough calories every day to fuel your body correctly. But are calories the only part of our diet that affects our energy levels? Well, no, definitely not. I mean, they may be the petrol to your engine, but to keep that engine running smoothly, many other important nutrients are needed to oil those moving parts. Our micronutrients, also known as vitamins and minerals, are vital in making sure that we can actually turn those calories we eat into the energy we need to keep moving and thinking. So for example, the mineral iron is needed to move oxygen around our bodies. We then use that oxygen to turn those calories into actual energy. And then our B vitamins are used in many of the chemical processes that turn calories into energy, and they affect how our brain and nervous system then use this energy. Next, our macronutrients. Yes, those that give us calories, so the fat, carbs and protein, they also have their own roles to play in our energy levels. So protein does give us calories, for example, but we often don't use up the calories from protein for energy. Normally we use protein to build our body's tissues, muscles and immune system. Having low muscle stores can leave us feeling weak and deplete our energy levels. And if our immune system is not getting enough protein, we can become run down. Fat is more readily used by the body for energy, but also it serves as a great way for our bodies to store that energy for later. So we often store energy in our body in areas with adipose tissue, also known as fat. During times when we do not get enough calories from our food, we can then dip into our fat stores. But fat does play other important roles in our energy levels. For example, essential fatty acids are key in keeping our brains and nervous systems healthy, which in turn keeps our minds sharp and focused. However, timing of fatty meals can be important. There are some studies that are showing that a high-fat meal within 4 hours of going to bed can lead to poorer sleep quality. So keep the fat in your day to earlier meals. Carbohydrates are like the premium quality fuel when it comes to our energy levels. And this is because our cell's power station usually runs on a type of carb called glucose. When we eat carbohydrates, they tend to be digested and broken down into glucose. There are three main types of carbohydrates: sugars, starches, and fiber. Each take a slightly different length of time to be digested, with sugar being the quickest to be digested and fiber taking the longest to digest. However, if too much glucose enters our system in one go, we do tend to store it away for later use. So while sugary foods might give you a quick burst of energy, your energy levels will drop much quicker afterwards, as a lot of that sugar will be stored away as fat. Now meanwhile, those higher fiber, starchy foods may give you less of that energy rush in the short term, but you will find that your energy levels keep much more stable and steady in the long term. And what about water? How can it affect our energy levels when it doesn't contain calories? Well, ever get that afternoon slump when your eyes get a little tired, your brain a little foggy, and you feel a headache is coming on? It's easy to forget to drink fluids while at work, but often a key sign of dehydration is feeling drained and fatigued. Did you know that up to 80% of our brain is made of water? I mean, no wonder our focus and energy levels go down the drain when we're dehydrated. We should aim for at least 2 litres of fluid a day to keep our energy levels topped up. And do tea and coffee count then towards my 2 litres of fluid? Well, actually they do. And not only do they boost our energy levels by helping us stay hydrated, they contain caffeine, a stimulus used for many centuries to boost energy levels. Caffeine is found mainly in tea, coffee and energy drinks, and also in small amounts in chocolate. So caffeine is considered actually quite a safe way to boost energy levels, as long as you take in less than 400 milligrams of caffeine a day. That's about as much as 2 or 3 coffees. Now, while coffee can boost energy levels in the morning, they can lead to difficulty falling asleep if you take it too late in the day. So try to avoid those after dinner coffees and maybe skip that evening cup of tea if you have trouble falling asleep. And much like your timing of caffeine, it's also important to time your exercise correctly to boost your energy levels. Many of us are caught in a sedentary trap. We're too tired to exercise and we're not exercising enough to get that energy boost that comes from physical activity. And so we remain inactive, and so we remain tired. Yet exercise is a great way to get those feel-good hormones flowing. Physical activity can actually boost our energy levels to the point where it's recommended that you avoid exercising within 2 hours of bedtime to make sure you can actually fall asleep with all those energy boosting hormones keeping you up. Our bodies are finely tuned engines, so by fueling your body with the right foods and boosting those energy levels by staying hydrated, drinking caffeine in moderation and exercising regularly, you are giving your engine the TLC it needs to keep powering on. Yet it is impossible to out-eat, out-drink or outrun a poor night's sleep. So in my next video, we will have a look at the effects that our diet can play on our sleeping habits and the effect that sleep may have on our diet. So be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell button on my channel page to get notified when the next video comes out. And comment the word fuel down below if this video has inspired you to keep that engine of yours running smoothly. And I hope to catch you on my Facebook, Twitter and Pinterest pages, where I'll keep the conversation going until my next video. I'll see you then. Bye!